So I got a lot of things I want to talk about, but I'm going to try my best to take it one video at a time, guys. And I'm going to try my best to organize my thoughts within the videos. I notice I have a problem doing this because I do have a lot on my mind, and it's sometimes hard to articulate it perfectly because this stuff is not pre-written. It's 100% pure freestyle. So I'm working on this, the way of delivery. But I hope you guys, generally understand what, the point I try to get across in my videos, because it's all ultimately to try to truly help you guys, whoever's watching it, whether friend or foe. Because, for friend to build up and encourage, and for the foe to get out of the bull crappery, you know what I mean? So that's basically where I'm at with this, guys. And today on this video, I want to talk about, what do I want to talk about? I guess the first thing I can talk about that is on my mind is religious arguments are futile, and it'll get you going down a rabbit hole, guys, of going back and forth forever. And both sides will agree that they are right. They will agree with themselves that they are correct and you're the wrong one. You're the one putting out wrong information. And it's always religious. It's one of the most heated topics, more than politics, in my opinion. So all I'm just trying to tell you guys is the key to overcoming this is to not engage. Do not engage in a religious argument. It's for your health, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. A lot of religious arguments, if not every single religious argument, I'll say the great majority of the religious arguments are based off of self-righteousness, guys. And I was tested in this morning with the comment. The comment section on YouTube is the absolute worst place to have a religious argument, or any argument for that matter. I believe that a lot of these comments are actually AI bot-driven algorithms to really, put out false information, just bullcrap, man. I'm telling you, it's a real thing. You got to look it up, look into it. The platforms would rather you not find this out. You have fake users, fake accounts to bolster their, the strength of their platform. A lot of it is AI driven, guys, on YouTube. So be careful, because you might just be talking to a robot and you'll just be wasting your energy typing. So all I'm trying to say, guys, is be aware, don't engage, and check yourself for your own benefit. Check your heart, check your mentality, where you're coming from, because everybody wants to be right. It makes you feel good to be right. It makes you feel good to win an argument, and even when, like, I can say this from experience, guys, is when I deep down know that I'm really not really correct, I'll still try to prove myself like I'm correct, in some sort of way. And it gets heated, man. This is where arguments come from. Then you get anger, then the emotions come in. So yeah, man, don't even engage in the religious arguments, because, the Bible scriptures will be pulled up. It'll be Bible versus Bible, man. And this is not the way. So don't be a self-righteous person and try to prove somebody else wrong. There's a way to go about it. There's definitely a way to go about it if you just must engage. But man, just be careful that you don't get sucked into the religious argument and self-righteous mindset, guys. So I was tested in this morning because there was a video I was watching about, I don't even remember, but there's a person who commented. It was a popular comment that got like 65 other sub comments under that, and I replied because this comment on the video said something about how the person got robbed by these gang members, and this person was mad. This person wanted to get revenge, but didn't, because she prayed to God and just she let go and let God. And come to find out, these gang members that robbed her ended up in a police shootout, and one of them got shot, and the other two are facing life in prison. And she ended the comment saying justice has been served by God, and stuff like that. And I commented on this, and I was like, yep, that's how it works. That's how it happens. So let it happen. And, naturally in the comment section, I got a response on my response. And I won't say anything about this person, but I knew, like the heart check, the mental check, I analyzed it, and I was like, okay, this is definitely warming up to be a potential religious argument. So what I responded, sometimes, guys, more times than not, it's best to not respond, but I responded with a smiley face. And then I was like, I can't just do that. I gotta let him know, because I know he misinterpreted my comment, right? Because it came off in a very way that was truly not my intention of relaying this information. You know what I mean? So he took it in a different way, and I had to clarify. I haven't gotten a response back, but this is what happens on YouTube, guys. I know you resonate with this. You know, there's been a lot of times, I'm sure you've commented, and then you've had other people comment on your comments about disagreeing, you know, and then it's just kind of like, what? You know, that's not what I even meant. Sometimes it's like that. It's like, I didn't mean that. So I try to correct it, you know what I mean? And he basically thought I was being self-righteous and judgmental, and you know, he's like, you know, you need to check yourself before you start coming off as a self-righteous, you know, something. I was like, what? That didn't even come off. And to clarify to you guys where I was coming from, now that you know the basis of that comment, the original comment was, I was like, look, we shouldn't take vengeance into our own hands as men. We must let it happen. Let God take care of it. Because the truth is God is all powerful, all knowing. He serves justice perfectly. You know what I mean? And he's like, you must, and the other guy was like, you have to forgive, you got to forgive. And I'm in agreement with him. And I ended my comment with him and saying, you know, I agree with everything you say, other than your misinterpretation of me being self-righteous and stuff like that. Because forgiveness is key, and we got to let go and let God. And because see, I know she forgave the gang members who robbed her, but the whole correlation of that story, wrapping it all together, is like we got to let it happen. We can't like try to get back at the gang members or the people who wronged us. We got to forgive those who wrong us, you know, because Jesus says, forgive us our trespassers as he has forgiven our trespasses. You know what I mean? Pray for those who persecute you, bless your enemies, stuff like that. Pray for your enemies. And forgiveness is key. So I've learned this lesson. I've realized that, vengeance, we should never seek vengeance with the flesh and blood human being. Now, when it comes to spiritual realm, God calls us throughout the whole Bible to, we do not wage war against flesh and blood, but we wage war against these principalities, powers, rulers, dominions, these spirits, these wicked spirits. And that's where we direct our battle. Not against the human being. We never pick up a gun. We never pick up our sword. He who picks up the sword dies by the sword, guys. So we're all bought into the lie of war and carnage and mayhem. We're all killing each other because we don't get that the spirit is actually the one behind this. The spirit that wants to see all men die and wage war against each other. So it doesn't seem right, does it? We got to let God take care of all this stuff. And when we let God take care of all this stuff, see, God is God of mercy and love and forgiveness. But, if we let him take care of it without us not leaving any, we don't leave any room for God's vengeance. We want to do it all ourselves. But if we let God take care of it, we could rest assured and know that, everything will equal out perfectly according to plan. Whether those people, are going to be forgiven, or, if they're in continual rebellion and God serves them justice, it's up to him, not us. That's where I'm coming from, guys. And we just got to be careful, wrapping it back up, going backwards a little bit. Is like, we got to be careful about these religious arguments that we get into, or arguments at all, because both sides want to be right and correct. But, yeah, man, that's really all I really wanted to say in this video today. Something to just be reminded of, guys. Yeah, man, I hope you guys have a good day. I hope you guys are doing good. And we'll see you on another video. Peace.